Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So good to have you guys back here again. Thank you once again for your continuous massive and huge support to this channel. God bless you, my people. Yes guys, we're back again with latest and most authentic happenings in the country. We've got an interesting one. I tell you, it's an interesting one regarding Obaseki, Governor Obaseki, and Okowa's silent revolution. We know after Obaseki, they come to the People's Democratic Party. His relationship with Governor Ifeanyi Okowa became very close. Even after Obaseki winning the September 19th governorship election, he went to Delta State to appreciate his counterpart. But guys, it's been stated that Okowa is silently doing something. There is a reason why he was very interested in the Edo State governorship election. We'll get you more details, guys, in a moment. But before we do, please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well and share our news. God bless you, my people. Yes, we'll get down into the news now and grab all of the details. It is like a movie, a clear case of ironies and absurdities. In 2016, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State told a delegation that visited him that as a good party man, he was concentrating on the governorship election coming up in Edo State then. That was when Osaige Eze-Iyamu was contesting on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). That statement struck Adams Oshiomhole on the wrong side and made Okowa the butt of his acerbic comments, to the extent that till date he still behaves as if Okowa is a ghost stalking him. The irony is that then Okowa spoke in defense of Osaige Eze-Iyamu, who was PDP's governorship candidate against Godwin Obaseki, All Progressive Congress APC's candidate. This time, 2020, the situation changed. Oshiomhole has neither forgotten nor forgiven Okowa, who rode out his political machine in favor of the former opponent of the PDP, Godwin Obaseki. Okowa and Oshiomhole fought the same battle, but on different fronts and with different weapons and strategies. While Oshiomhole was at the garrulous best, the usually reticent but political maestro Okowa concentrated in real-time politics. He was at his organizational best. He ignored Oshiomhole's tantrums and went to the political field even without Obaseki, the candidate. In fact, during his thank you visit to Asaba, immediately after his victory at the September 19, 2020 polls, Obaseki acknowledged that Okowa simply single-handedly appropriated 2 local governments in Edo State to himself, campaigning from ward to ward. But there were many behind-the-scene maneuvers too. First, Okowa took Obaseki to the PDP in Edo. It is rare, perhaps impossible, to find persons already set for the primaries of their political party queue behind a stranger from another political party who has come to displace them. It took the very best in Okowa's political armory to make them come around as aspirants in the party were unrelenting in their resolve to go for the primaries. Getting them to abandon their ambitions took long periods of hard bargaining amid threats and grandstanding. Finally, Okowa succeeded. Those involved are men and women of means you can appeal to but cannot buy them over. Success eventually came, but it turned out to be a lesser challenge than the next. Chief Dan Obi is immediate past chairman of PDP in Edo. Expectedly, by Nigerian standard, there was no love lost between him and Godwin Obaseki, then a governor under the banner of the APC. Twinning the eyes was equally Herculean, but more troubling than getting the hierarchy of PDP in the state to accept Obaseki's candidacy. A whole day went into bringing the big fish to accept his arch-political enemy, Obaseki. When Okowa began, Obaseki was asked to stay out. It was after several hours of softening the ground that Obaseki was allowed to step in, bringing former chairman of PDP in Edo State, Chief Dan Obi, to align with the new ambition in the party in the state was at a cost. The national vice chairman of the PDP South-South is from Delta, but because Obi could not be kept at bay in the affairs of the PDP when Obaseki is governor, Okowa pulled a political masterstroke for smooth and safe landing. The Delta leading PDP in the South-South had to give way to Dan Obi In placation and pronto, Okowa appointed his displaced subject as special advisor to him. This was not all. Okowa also took Obaseki to Port Harcourt to persuade his brother governors from the region where he's the chairman to accept Obaseki as a brother and support his ambition under the party. This was the change that was needed as the South-South governors and other PDP governors nationwide threw their weight behind Obaseki. Meanwhile, Oshomole, rather than busy himself repairing the damage he had done to the reputation of Osaige Ize-Iyamo in the past, spent all his time to lampoon Okowa, accusing a man who is very parsimonious with spending state funds, especially if under-budgeted, of spending his state fund to make Obaseki governor. But contrary to Oshomole's virulent outburst, the consummate political personage, Okowa, was spending his God-given talent in lobbying, persuading, and deploying effective powers of direct communication and shrewd political maneuvering, not cash, to achieve results. One of his campaign forays, Okowa was confronted by some stone-throwing, cudgel-wielding violent roots of the APC. They pelted the campaign convoy with stones and came close to smashing vehicles. Okowa was unruffled. The security details were under strict instructions not to pull the trigger. They confronted the unruly youth calmly and made a way for their political principal, who was unmoved as he continued on his campaign trail, just as the youth were unrelenting. They regrouped and laid a more solid ambush, but appreciative youth from the community led the campaign team through a different road from where the APC rascals had laid siege. The question is, why was Okowa so deeply involved? First is that the fraternal ties between Edo and Delta, blood brothers of the same father, bended before the split, still endures. Most neighboring towns in Edo to Delta communities speak Ika, which is Okowa's dialect. Beyond this is the harmonious ties of both sides, which have endured, with the icing on the cake that Okowa is the current chairman of the governors in the South-South. He mobilized the people, especially in the two local governments contagious to Delta, where Ika dialect is freely spoken, and he achieved tremendous success. As a testimony to Okowa's exploit in election, a former commissioner for agriculture in Edo, who is also a member of the House of Assembly in the defunct Bender State and member of the 2014 National Conference, Chief Chris Agbonegwe, attributed Ize-Iyamo's loss in his own Orion 1 local government area to Governor Okowa's intervention. According to him, Okowa was on ground to assist in sensitizing citizens of boundary communities who had people from Delta, the Igbankes, Ika, and Ukwani to vote for PDP. Indeed, in more ways than one, Okowa is the real architect of the victory of Obaseki against the intimidating war chest of the ruling APC. Characteristically, he has remained silent, but the re-elected Obaseki, who is the beneficiary, the PDP family in Edo State, the South-South, and the country surely know the real source of the victory. It was a personal victory of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. It should be added that Oshomole was also taught some lessons. He has been profoundly diminished and devalued. Yes, my people, we've heard about the silent revolution of Ifeanyi Okowa. Guys, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Thank you once again. Please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit on the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. Till I come your way again. Bye for now and God bless.